I'm Geoff Zanelli. I'm the composer for Disturbia, and also Secret Window and a miniseries called Into the West, and also wrote music for all the Pirates movies and all sorts of things in the last 14 years or so as a composer. In any film you have a lot of big questions you got to answer before you can write the score, and this one, I think the biggest question was how to handle the fact that it starts as a love story and finishes as a thriller. So it's not doing, you know, the same thing that a lot of the just like pure thrillers are doing right now. It actually starts as a kind of an innocent teen romance in a way. You know, it's about a kid who's kind of lost his way a little bit. He gets put on house arrest and has nothing to do, so he starts spying on the neighborhood and he sort of starts falling for the girl next door. And then the next thing you know, it turns into a thriller, and you know, is one of the other neighbors a serial killer, and that's, you know, what it becomes about. So the big challenge is getting from this very like honest teen romance into the thriller aspect of the story in the, you know, in the most elegant way that you can. So that was the biggest question: is how do you handle getting, you know, in the middle of the film from, you know, this kind of happy, innocent, romantic story into, you know, is this guy a killer? Is my mom about to be murdered? You know, like that kind of thing. So. One of the things I knew we were going to do was have a lot of actual songs. You know, there's a music supervisor that put in, you know, pop songs, and in fact I even wrote one for the film. And so what I said was, well, we have to be honest about the love story. Let's write it from a song type perspective. And in that way, it's not gonna, like, you'll never get it confused with the thriller part of the story. There's actually one transition scene where there's a party going on, and you got, you know, a bunch of songs playing there, and the thriller music has to just come out of that, actually. So that's like the key moment where this transition occurs. You know, it's like, it's one example. The way I did it, I mean, I just had the song in there, I knew what it was, and I started writing against it, you know, and like coming out of it with the thriller tone of the film, which was all on the orchestra, as opposed to the romantic side of the film, which was actually more like a band. Because of the way I had approached the love theme, you know, from a song perspective, that we learned through, you know, various screenings with the director, and that the love story has to pay off with a song. And we'd first tried, you know, we'll just license a song, we'll find a great song and put it in and see how it plays. And then we tried just using the love theme that I had written, you know, in a version of it. And we went, well, hang on, why don't we take this and turn it into a song? And so, in other words, because it was written with that approach in mind already, it lent itself to, well, let's make this a song. We got a band in called This World Fair. They came in, you know, wrote the lyrics for this theme that I'd written, performed a song, and then, you know, that's in the movie.
Don't make me say it out loud. Don't hesitate now, honey. Oh, it will fall down.
If you're 15 and you're falling in love, honestly, what's going on in your mind musically is whatever is on the radio. It feels a little bit alien or dishonest to try and convince an audience that these teenagers are falling in love to like this big orchestra. You know? Right. So that was another thing about the approach to the score. It's like, well, I know we have these songs. Well, you know, why don't we get the score and the songs to do this instead of this?